we're live on this great Thursday, April 10th, officially 2 weeks away from the NFL draft. And Kevin, you are the first one here. Welcome, Kevin. Welcome, Kevin. We're gonna be doing a rookie mock draft today. As I got cut off there, but now I'm back. We're back. I don't know what happened there, but Kevin, maybe your powers cut me off there. But anyways, we're doing a rookie mock draft today, and we'll see. Might be a quieter night tonight. A little bit later than we normally start. James is here. I leave the leaving the link there for you guys if you want to join the rookie mock. I guess I should pick a spot here. We are using landing spots. Landing spots are at the top here. It's a CBS 7-round mock draft. We'll go through 4 or 5 of those rounds for you and just kind of see where some of these players landed. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good, James. We got the Zeus draft done. We got our other rookie, our other listener league draft. We are coming to the end of round 22, so we're almost done with that as well. But hopefully everyone's doing well. We're 2 weeks away from the NFL draft, so things are getting real. Things are getting real. We're already getting rumors coming out and all of that fun stuff. And, people going to draft these. This team's going to draft these people. We don't know if it's smokescreen or not or whatever, but, I'm ready for it to be here because these last couple of weeks of the draft news, they get a little bit rough, they get absolutely a little bit rough. And it's just, you get so much trash coming out here and there. So, but yeah, we are doing a rookie mock draft here. Not sure if we're going to fill it up tonight. It's going to be a little bit slower of a night, I think, just because we're a little bit later than normal, but that's okay. We're going to be doing these rookie mocks basically through the month of May, maybe June. I'm not sure when everyone does their rookie mocks. I usually knock out all of mine by May. So usually we'll continue to do those this Saturday, Sunday, all that fun stuff here. And like I said, we are using landing spots. It's from a CBS 7-round mock draft. Here it is. If you want to check that out, but we're actually going to check out some of those and check out where some of these players went here on my handy dandy Excel sheet here. So we have Cam Ward, the number 1 overall pick to the Titans, seems to be basically a lock. Travis Hunter to the Browns is seemingly a lock now. Let's see if I can make myself. I think we're good. But Travis Hunter to the Browns is seemingly a lock. They came out and said it sounds like that's who they're going to plan on taking. Don't know if it's smokescreen, if they want people to trade up or whatever, but Ashton Jeanty is a Jag. That's kind of new. We normally don't see Ashton Jeanty as a Jaguar. So that's interesting, but this is the world we're living in. 5th overall to the Jags. Ted McMillan is a Raider. Shador Sanders falls to the Jets. Tyler Warren, Chargers trade up and they draft Tyler Warren with the 13th overall pick. People are going to love that. Matthew Golden is a Cardinal. Interesting. Colston Loveland is a Bronco. Emeka Ibuka is a Packer, just to add more frustration to that Packers wide receiver room. Jackson Dart is a Brown. Omarion Hampton is a Giant in the 2nd round. Quinshon Judkins is a Bear. Luther Burden falls to the 2nd round. We're seeing that happen more and more. He is a Saint. Jalen Knoll is a Jet. Trey Harris, I put Harrison. Trey Harris is a Cowboy. Mason Taylor is a Colt. Jack Besh is a Ram. Jaden Higgins is a Seahawk. Travion Henderson is a Bronco. Bashal Tootin, goes in the 2nd round somehow. I have never seen that happen. He goes to the Dolphins, which is like stereotypical Dolphins speed guy, right? So they add another player. That's going to frustrate Jalen Wright managers. Jalen Milroe is a Giant. Jalen Royals is a Chief. Isaiah Bond is a Brown. Kyle Williams, a Patriot. He's going more and more in the 3rd round, which is interesting. Tej Johnson's a Bear. Harold Fannin Jr. is a Ram. Alec Iomanner is a Texan. Terrence Ferguson's a Buck. Cam Scatterboot, a Charger. Ty Felton, a Raven. Tyler Shuck a Seahawk. DJ Giddens is a Saint. Jalen Lane, an Eagle. Torrey Horton, a Titan. We'll go through round 4, and then we'll stop there. Elijah Arroyo is a Patriot. Dylan Sampson falls to the Raiders. Dante Thornton is a Bill. Caleb Johnson falls to the 4th round. Interesting. To the Cowboys, though. Elijah Badger, I think I spelled his name wrong there, is a Panther. Andrew Armstrong is a Bengal. Will Howard is a Ram. Jaden Blue is a Chief. So if you guys want to check out the other day 3 picks, rounds 5, 6, 7, go ahead and check those out. Again, we are doing a rookie mock draft here. See if we can get a couple more people to fill this up. I know, again, it's going to be a lighter night here, so which is totally fine, and I get it. But would like to get at least a couple more spots filled here before we start this up. If not, we'll go through. Maybe we'll have people in the chat choose some spots here as we go. But we're going to do a 12-team Superflex PPR. Let's do half PPR and 1.25 tight end premium. So if anyone else wants to join there, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the chat. We'll happily answer whatever questions that you have. And 2 weeks away from the NFL draft. It's exciting. Exciting times, that's for sure. Exciting times. We'll give it 3 more minutes for those of you that are waiting. The couple of you, T. Zane, James. We'll give it a couple more minutes before we start this up. But yeah, any questions, guys, let me know in the chat. Dynasty, trades. I know it's a little bit of that dead zone, right? You don't get a lot of action this time. You'll start getting a lot of people going to be more involved in the next couple of weeks once the NFL draft comes around. So, but yeah, I think we'll, I think we're just going to start this bad boy up, and maybe James and T. Zane, if you're still watching. Kevin, I'm not sure if that's you or not. I always forget what your sleeper name is, if that is you. But if you're out there, we will. Maybe you guys can make some picks with me. But we'll get this started here. And of course, it's the 101, and it is Ashton Genty. Now, I'm curious where you guys would go, those of you watching, where you would go with the 102. Because I've kind of declared that I think it's Omarion Hampton if he's a first-round pick. The problem is Omarion Hampton's not a first-round pick, and he goes to the Giants. Who would you guys take at the 102 here? Who would you guys take at the 102 here, according to those landing spots in that mock draft? Still has to be Hampton, James says. I kind of lean that way too. I kind of lean that way as well. So we'll go ahead and take Omarion Hampton at the 102 there. I think I agree. I mean, he's to the Giants. He's my RB2. I think he's really damn good. He goes to the Giants, which is that the best spot that we've seen him fall to? No, but I don't think it's a bad spot. I think he kind of supplants Devin Singletary there pretty easily. And then I think it should be Cam Ward at the 103 now. So that's kind of my in the super flex. That's like my tier 1. I guess it's tier 1/2 with Genty, Hampton, and Ward. What do you guys think? What do you guys think at the 104? Is it Ted McMillan? Is it Tyler Warren in a heavy tight end premium? Like where are we feeling with the 104 here? Because I think there's a lot of ways you could go really with the 104. You could take wide receiver 1 if you think that's Ted McMillan or Matthew Golden or maybe even Emeka Ibuka. You could take RB3. There's some good running backs. Some good landing spots for some running backs here in this mock draft. I'm curious where you guys would go. I think I have a lean on where I would go, but I'm curious what you guys think here. We'll get to James' questions here. If someone was to trade Bijan in a running back heavy league, what would you be looking for? It's my first share, so I don't know his value. Bijan's at least like 2 first-round picks. At least 2 first-round picks. I'm going to go ahead and make this pick here, by the way, so we can get T-Zane to make his pick. I'll go ahead and take Judkins to the Bears. I think that's a great landing spot. But yeah, I think it's at least 2 first-round picks for Bijan. Now, if you're talking about the league that we're playing in, where the running back scoring is inflated, James, if you're talking about in our league where the running back scoring is inflated, like you could probably get to, it has to be like too early first, or like you have to be guaranteed, like you would want to diversify Bijan into 3 starters if possible. That's kind of how I was taking the approach in that draft. I'll go ahead and take Tyler Warren here at the 106. I mean, heavy tight end premium to the Chargers is, I mean, you can argue him at the 104. And then I'll go ahead and just draft my RB3 here, Travion Henderson. But yeah, James, if you how I was looking at that draft, because it's a 12-team start 12. I would need elite assets, which is, the first couple of rounds. Bijan is one of those. To me, I would need like 3 starters in return for Bijan, whatever that equals, picks that you're confident will turn into starters or real players. Especially in that league where the running backs are way more valuable than wide receiver scoring. So, but yeah, James, I saw this a little bit after. But anyways, we'll go ahead and make these picks here. We'll get to this mock draft a little bit more. I still don't think Shedeur Sanders should fall too far. He goes to a team where you got some weapons there. Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. I believe in the coaching staff. Like, the coaching staff's going to come from the Lions, and the Lions are they've kind of elevated Jared Goff a little bit. Now, was that Ben Johnson? Was that Jared Goff? Was it Dan Campbell? You can argue all of those, right? But I do think the culture of the Lions and their coaching staff was part of that reason here. So go ahead and take Colston Loveland at the 109. And you know what? Why not? Let's take we already took Travion Henderson. I'm going to go down a little bit. I'm going to take am I going to take him? No, I'll go ahead and just take I'll take Matthew Golden here. We'll let Benjamin make his decision there. But so not many would want to pay it. Yeah, I mean, again, like if you're thinking about potentially, as you went Emeka Ibuka there, I mean, if you're thinking about potentially 2 elite players, yeah, it's just, again, like if you're referring to our league where it's a 12-team start 12, like you definitely want more depth. You want to diversify kind of elite talent if you can, but it's just Bijan's going to be so damn good in that draft class. So we'll go ahead and take Travis Hunter here. By the way, I see we got a little bit increase in viewers. If you guys are up for doing another mock draft, just let me know in the chat. I'm down to do another mock draft with you guys. We only got a few spots filled here. We are using landing spots. We're doing a 12-team super flex, half PPR, 1.25 tight end premium league. We are using landing spots from the CBS mock draft here. So you are referring to our league and tried to trade him and a third for the 102 and JT, but no dice. Yeah. Peter will hop in. Okay, nice. Yeah, we could probably start up another one. We'll do this second round here. I'll kind of start up a second mock draft. If we start filling that one up, then we'll kind of switch over. So I'm going to leave the link here for you guys, and feel free to join James, Kevin, Peter, anyone that wants to join there. Start filling up that mock draft. If we get at least half of it full, I'll switch over to there after this one here. I need to make a pick here. We'll go ahead and take Jackson Dart. Man, Travis Hunter, we already took. I'm going to go ahead and take my boy Cam Scatterbill. He goes to the Chargers, which I think is a great landing spot. and it's in the third round. So I'll take my boy Cam Scattaboo. How are we feeling about Bashal too in going in the second round? That's kind of crazy to the Dolphins. Like, man, I don't know how to interpret that. I really don't. We'll go ahead and grab Luther Burden and why not Mason Taylor to the Colts. It's a 1.25 tight end premium. So why not? So yeah, guys, go ahead and join the other mock draft here. If you want to hop into that one, we'll start setting that one up. Maybe we'll switch over, see if we can get a few more people in there. I'd prefer to have a few more people in there. But yeah, James, man, referring to our league, trying to trade him for a third round pick for the 102 and JT, but no dice. I definitely would have taken that trade on. Like, I would have been good on trading away Bijan for that, because you're essentially saying like you're getting Omarion Hampton, Omarion Hampton and JT for Bijan, and then whatever that third round pick turns into, and I'm fine with that. I'm actually fine like both sides. Like, I wouldn't mind paying for that in a shallower league. I think in a deeper league like what we're playing in, I would definitely prefer the 102 and the JT side. So I could see the person not wanting to take it for sure. But man, that's a tough one for sure. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard because I think a lot of people are going to be kind of wary of kind of trading these guys. So, trading away two elite pieces for one. So I took Jack Besh there. A lot of people talking about him like as the next Puka Nacua, and he goes to the Rams in this draft. Caleb Johnson is falling, but he falls to the fourth round, which is part of the reason why. That being said, he did go to the Cowboys. So you can't really hate that landing spot there. I'm going to go ahead and take my boy DJ Giddens. Man, every time I watch DJ Giddens, I'm just like, I fall more and more in love with DJ Giddens. Like, I think he's so good. I really think he's like underrated, like criminally underrated. So I think he's so damn good. But yeah, guys, if you're watching and want to join the next rookie mock draft, join it right here. Link is in the chat right here. We got multiple people watching. We'll switch over. Here in a minute and try and draft from there. So T-Zane, if you're still watching, anyone else out there that's watching and wants to join, just hop on in. We'll set that up. Man, I'm kind of lost track of where I'm at. Bashal Tootin in this mock draft goes in the second round to the Dolphins. And I think you have to kind of respect that and take him pretty high there, I would say. And then Jalen Knoll. Where's man? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take Jalen Knoll here at the 110. We will go ahead and do that up here. Fill up that other mock draft if you're in there and watching. If not, no worries. Yeah, that's fine. We can hang on until we have a few more in the draft. Yep. All good there. I'm going to take the 3 spot on that other draft. We'll do the third round here. Dylan Sampson off the board. I love Dylan Sampson. He goes to the Raiders in the 4th round. We'll do a third round here. Switch over to the other draft. So if anyone wants to join the other draft, hop on in. We'll kind of hammer through this third round here. And man, there's a lot of guys that fall. There are a lot of players that people like that fell. I'm going to take a shot on Jalen Milroe here. He goes 3rd round to the Giants. So could you see him starting this year? I absolutely could. 100% could. So I'll go ahead and take Milroe there. Let's go Jalen Royals, who goes 3rd round to the Chiefs, which I find interesting. Jalen Royals, 3rd round to the Chiefs there. I did not mean to do that. That was Cam Scattaboo, I believe. But yeah, Jalen Royals third round to the Chiefs is intriguing. I mean, a lot of mouths to feed, but we're talking about Mahomes, who's thrown for 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns before. Like, we could potentially see that again, right? I like Harold Fannin on the Rams in a 1.25 tight end premium. I think that's intriguing there. Because I think they're going to know how to use him, and he needs to go to a team that knows how to use him. Um, we'll get Jaden Higgins, who is a top 50 pick, by the way. And let's go with any other running backs off the board. I kind of like Jaden Blue to the Chiefs as well, because I think he could, at the very least, be like Jerick McKinnon, and maybe he could be something more, right? So at the very least, he's Jerick McKinnon. And maybe something more. So if you guys have any questions, any dynasty questions or anything, let me know. We're going to finish out this third round here. We're going to switch over potentially and do another one. I'd like to try and fill that mock draft up if possible, at least half full. I know it's a quieter night later than we normally are, but if you want to join that other one that we're going to start up here just after the third round in this draft, go ahead and join. And if not, all good. All good. You know, someone who's getting some hype and I'm seeing being taken in the third round a lot is Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams out of Wazoo, Washington State. He's getting a lot of hype, man. And people are saying like he could be a sneaky, day two, late day two, early day three pick. In the real draft, and he could be a sneaky player in for fantasy as well. So I find him intriguing for sure. We did Jaden Blue. We'll go ahead and take a stab at RJ Harvey here. RJ Harvey in the someone already took him. Did I take him? Oh, T Zane took him. Nice. T. Zane took him. All right, let's take Terrence Ferguson for the Buccaneers here. Terrence Ferguson for the Buccaneers. We'll go Isaiah Bond, who falls to the Browns in the third round. I think he's going to have a role on a team for sure. I just don't know what that's going to mean for fantasy, if I'm being completely honest. So, Terrence Ferguson we took. We'll go ahead and take Ellick. Man, so some of the running backs that people are like Damian Martinez didn't even get drafted in this draft. Devin Neal was like a 6th round pick or something, 6th or 7th round pick. It's like, man, that just kills a lot of value for these guys. You know what? I like Elijah Arroyo here actually, and we'll go Ellick. Ellick Eilmaner. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, of course, if you have not already. Jordan James went kind of late too, right? I just don't know how to just like 6th, 7th round picks at running back just never seem to hit. But this could be the year where they do because there's so many good ones. Taj Brooks is an interesting player. I'm starting to kind of like him as like a sneaky, day 3 late round 3, round 4 pick. So I'm curious to see Taj Brooks and where he potentially goes to. So, but we're gonna switch over and hopefully we can get just a few more here, guys. We only got three filled. If you want to join this rookie mock draft, like hop on in. We'll give it a few minutes, wait it out a bit, see if anyone joins. If not, no worries. We'll fire up another one, and yeah, let's set this up. I'm trying to set this up the right way here. Get the running back, wide receiver, and tight end in here. There we go. And go ahead and join this rookie mock. We got Pete and we got James in there. Someone just made a pick in our league, Pete. I didn't see what it was. But anyways, we are playing with landing spots here. We'll kind of I'll leave the link here in the description or in the chat as well. And let me go over some of these landing spots with you. You'll see the yellow here. I kind of keep track. But anyways, we're playing in this world today. We're playing in the world where Cam Ward is a Titan, Travis Hunter is a Brown. That's seemingly what the top 2 picks are going to be. We got Travis Hunter as a Brown. I said Ashton Genty is a Jag. Ted McMillan is a Raider. Shador Sanders is a Jet. Tyler Warren. Chargers trade up and take Tyler Warren. So that's pretty cool to see. Matthew Golden is a Cardinal. Colston Loveland's a Bronco. Emeka Ibuka is a Packer. Jackson Dart is a Brown in the second round. Marion Hampton is a Giant. Quinshawn Judkins is a Bear. Luther Burden, a Saint. Jalen Knoll, a Jet. Trey Harris, a Cowboy. Mason Taylor is a Colt. Jack Besh is a Ram. Jaden Higgins is a Seahawk. Travion Henderson is a Bronco. Bashal Tootin, man. He gets drafted in the second round to the Dolphins. They just love speed, apparently. Jalen Milroe is a Giant. Jalen Royals is a Chief. This is third round now. Isaiah Bond is a Brown. Kyle Williams is a Patriot. Tez Johnson's a Bear. Kind of like that. I don't think he's going to be very good for fantasy, but I like that for Caleb Williams. Harold Fannin is a Ram. Alec Eilmanor is a Texan. Terrence Ferguson's a Buccaneer. Cam Scattaboo is a Charger. That is like a Harbaugh type of player. By the way, guys, we're going to fire up another rookie mock draft here. If you want to join it, right here to join it. We got spots open. We're going to start that up after we go over these landing spots. Join us. Terrence Ferguson's a Buccaneer. Cam Scattergood, a Charger. I said Ty Felton's a Raven. Tyler Shuck is a Seahawk. DJ Giddens is a Saint. Love it. Jalen Lane is an Eagle. Torrey Horton is a Titan. The Titans, that's the only wide receiver they took, I think, in the first few rounds. So that's pretty interesting. Elijah Arroyo, we're into the 4th round. This is a 7-round mock. Elijah Arroyo is a Patriot. Dylan Sampson, a Raider. Dante I spelt it Thornton. Elijah Badger. Thornton's a Bill. Caleb Johnson falls to the 4th round, but he's a Cowboy. Interesting to see how that would affect things. Elijah Badger is a Panther. Andrew Armstrong is a wide receiver. Will Howard, a quarterback. Yeah, he is a quarterback on the Rams. Jaden Blue is a Chief. Pat Bryant is a Jag. RJ Harvey is a Patriot. Kyle McCord. We're into the 5th round here. So just some notable names like, some guys that people really like that kind of fell a little bit. Trevor Etienne to the 6th round. Devin Neal is a 7th round pick. Jordan James is a 7th round pick. So some guys falling. That's for sure. But we're going to give it just a couple more minutes. If anyone wants to join us for our second rookie mock draft here, join us. We got only 4 people in here, so we can get just a couple more people. That would be awesome. Once again, I'll leave the link in the chat, and we're going to start this up in just a couple of minutes. If you guys have any questions, trade questions, whatever, any types of questions, let me know. And I hope everyone's having a great Thursday. 2 weeks away from the NFL draft. We'll be live after the first round of the NFL draft, and then we'll be live again Sunday because we got I thought we got a new person, but it's Pete moving up. All right, Pete, you're going to be there. I'm going to move back just a couple of spots. But yeah, we're going to be live after the first round of the NFL draft doing rookie mocks. And then we'll be live again Sunday. It'll probably be the next time. A little busy that weekend, but Sunday we'll be live again doing reaction to the entire draft. So if anyone wants to join this rookie mock draft, there's 16 of us watching, so I think we can get at least a couple more people in here. That'd be awesome if we can just get a couple more people in here to fill this up just a bit. If not, we'll make some of the picks on my own. But yeah, just a couple more people in here would be awesome. We are using landing spots, and yeah. So yeah, going back, James, to what you're talking about, that's kind of how I approach I approach that. So like I can definitely see why someone didn't want to take that. Because in a lot of people's minds, JT is going to be JT is going to be a top 7 running back with top like 3 potential, right? And so production wise, over the next couple of years, might not be a huge difference between JT and Bijan, if we're being completely honest. I think Bijan will be better, but I don't know how much production the difference is going to be. A couple points per game, plus you're adding Amarion Hampton, most likely, is who's going to go 102 in that. So I wouldn't trade him for less, though, James. I wouldn't trade him for much less than that. Maybe like a couple, a little bit later first round pick and a player of JT's caliber, but I wouldn't trade him for much less. So anyways, guys, we're going to start this up. If anyone else wants to join, there's some spots here. We're going to start it up in just 1 minute. Rookie mock draft. We're doing a 12-team super flex. We'll do 12-team. We'll do similar to last time. 12-team super flex, 1.25 tight end premium, PPR. So if anyone wants to join, and it's a good point here, Mark. If you want to hop in the rookie mock draft and do it with us. No, I don't think that's too early for Tyler Warren. And I'll tell you why. So 2-point tight end premium, is it a PPR? So tight ends are getting 3 points? Or are you saying 2-point tight end premium like tight ends are getting 2 points and everyone else is getting 1? Just clarify that, because some people word that a little bit differently. But I'm not going to waste anyone's time here that's already in the draft, and then I have to leave anyways in about 20 minutes. So we're going to get this started. We'll probably just do we'll do 4 rounds. Forget it. Why not? We'll hop on in. But yeah, Mark, let me know if what tight end premium you're referring to there. And we have a shocker at the 101. It is Ashton Genty. Just kidding, not a shocker. Holding strong. He's been the first rookie mock draft I did was on December 29th of last year. And so Ashton Genty's just been holding on to that one spot. Reminds me a little bit of the Bijan year, where Bijan kind of held on to that one spot the whole time. I'm going to go ahead and take Hampton here. I'm going to take Hampton, and then I'm going to take Cam Ward. That's how I think the first 3 picks should go. Now, in the world we're living in, Hampton was not a first-round pick. If Hampton's a first-round pick, he's guaranteed 102 for me. Guaranteed. But even so, he was the second pick of the second round to the Giants, and I still think he's that good where I have Hampton at the 102. And then I go Cam Ward at the 103. I think Cam Ward should be the 103 in Superflex leagues, arguably the 102. At the 104 here, and I'm going to go a little bit different here, but this is to kind of transition into talking about Mark's question here, and still need a little bit more context. So, Mark, if you could clarify that would be awesome. But I'm going to go ahead and take Ted McMillan here, and we're going to go Quinshon Judkins. But we in one of our listener leagues that we're doing, it's a PPR 1.25 tight end premium. And so that means all players are getting 1 point per reception, and tight ends are getting 2.25. And over since 2019, from 2019 to 2024, the most valuable piece, I looked up the WAR, wins above replacement, the most valuable piece for that league is Brock Bowers. Or sorry, I shouldn't say Brock Bowers. The tight end 1. That's what I should say, is the tight end 1. That's been more valuable than the QB1, RB1, wide receiver 1 in that league. So if you're getting 2 points on top of, so tight ends are just getting 2 points. Everyone else is getting 1. Okay, so it's not as valuable. I still think he's in the argument. I would still lean Hampton and Ward and then Warren. But I don't think it's crazy to take Warren at the 102 if you really need a tight end. I don't think it's crazy. I can't let this don't want to let this auto pick here. We'll go Shazor Sanders. We'll go Matthew Golden. And man, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have let Travion Henderson fall this far. Travion Henderson to the Broncos. But yeah, so it's not quite as valuable as that league I was just talking about. But I don't think it's that crazy. I don't think it's that crazy to say I want Tyler Warren at the 102 if you desperately need, if he's kind of like the last piece to your team. If I could trade back a couple of spots and then hoping I still get Warren, I'd probably do that, but I don't hate it. Bowers is basically a wide receiver. He gets on the field over the wide receiver 3. Yeah, I mean, Bowers is going to be awesome. Bowers is going to be amazing. He's going to be awesome. And again, the tight end one in our league, Pete, where you took Bowers, he is the tight end one is the number one most valuable player, which is insane to think about, Now, that being said, the tight end one has been Travis Kelce. So, you got to be Travis Kelce level to be more valuable than QB1, RB1, wide receiver 1, right? But Brock Bowers kind of, year 1, he was putting up Kelce type numbers already. So you see Luther Burden off the board here. Luther Burden goes to the Saints. We have, I'm going to go ahead and take Jackson Dart here. Sean says he's pretty excited for the upcoming rookie draft and the 2025 season, hoping to land some wide receivers. Yeah, I think this draft is interesting when it comes to wide receivers. I think there's some good ones, but I think there's some depth, but I don't know how deep it really gets. Yeah. I don't think it's a very, I don't know how top heavy it is, I should say. There's depth, but I don't know how top heavy it is. And I'm going to go ahead and take Cam Scattaboo here, and then Caleb Johnson. So I think you're going to get some good, solid wide receivers that are going to help you, wide receiver 2/3s on your team. But I don't know if there's going to be that elite player from this draft. I just don't really know. I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't. Emeka Ibuka went. Yeah, that's James's guy. Jackson Dart went. Let's go ahead and take, I think I took him here last time, Jack Besh, who a lot of people are comparing to Puka Nacua. Not a lot. I heard it once, but I'm going to say a lot of people are. But yeah, Sean, what's your draft picks like for some of your rookie drafts? I can't remember if you're in one of our leagues or not, Sean. I can't remember everyone's name. I'm too old. Bowers, maybe the wide receiver 2. He's the wide receiver 1 on the team. Bowers, he's going to be target number 1, Kelce type of production for the offense. I need to make this pick here. Let's go ahead and take my boy Dylan Sampson, who goes to the Raiders. In the 4th round, and we see Trey Harris go off the board. It's tough because I really need running back, but I have picks 112, 202, 204. That's a good point. I mean, if you look at this draft, you could get guys like Cam Scattaboo, Caleb Johnson, Dylan Sampson with all those picks. I mean, even a guy like Bashal Tutin, who in this mock draft went in the 2nd round. I don't think that's going to happen, but we're playing in the world where he did. So there's definitely logic to that for sure. To the idea of you can find players. You're not going to get Loveland at 112, most likely, not on a tight end premium. I don't think you're going to get Loveland. Could you get a guy like Mason Taylor? Could you get a guy? I think Mason Taylor is going to be a pretty high pick. A guy like Elijah Arroyo and be satisfied with that potentially might be the way to go. But I don't mind it. I don't mind it, Mark. If you can trade back a couple of spots, I think that's the path I would go. But then you're risking not getting Mason Tyler Warren, right? You're kind of risking it. So, um, but anyways, we got Jalen Knoll off the board, who goes to the Jets, 42nd overall. Man, I'm starting to hear some good things. I really liked Jalen Knoll when I first watched him play. I don't know what his ceiling's going to be, but man, I really like the guy, and I really hope he gets good draft capital here. We'll go Jalen Milroe off the board. Pete, if you're there, auto picks. I think I disabled them. Devin Neal off the board. The problem with Devin Neal is he went in the 7th round in this mock draft. So, like, man, I haven't been as big of a Devin Neal fan as other people, but I get why people like him. And the production's there. You watch the film and it's awesome, right? I don't know. There's just something about him where I'm a little bit lower on him than consensus. Not that I don't like the guy. I'm just a little bit lower on him than consensus. Harold Fannin Jr., I mentioned this. If he goes to the Rams or a team like that that's going to know how to use him and put him in the right position, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I hope he goes. Guys, start sending the questions here. I'm going to go live. We're going to finish this 3rd round here, and then we'll answer some questions, and then we're going to head out. So if you guys have questions, please put them in the chat. Fill some time for me. Fill some dead air. Jalen Royals, man, I just want him to go to the right team. I think he's so good. He's my wide receiver 5, and for him to fall, to the 304 here is pretty damn nice. He goes to the Chiefs, by the way, Jalen Royals. So maybe that's why he falls a little bit. Who knows? We'll go Terrence Ferguson. Why not? Terrence Ferguson, and then, oh my gosh, I can't let DJ Giddens fall this far. Did someone take him? Okay, yeah, I took him back. I took him. Losing it today. Let's go Torrey Horton. Torrey Horton going to the Titans in the 3rd round. Titans pair him with Cam Ward. I like that. I'll get to this question in just a second. Let me finish out this 3rd round, and we'll get to this question about your quarterback depth here. Let's go ahead and take Kyle Williams, unless he was just taken. No, he wasn't. We'll go ahead and take Kyle Williams. DJ Giddens is off the board, like I said. Elijah Arroyo will be next, who goes to the Patriots. I kind of like that spot for him. And then Jaden Blue, I mentioned this in the last draft, but I think he could be like a Jerick McKinnon if he goes to the Chiefs. I think he could be a Jerick McKinnon type of player here. So, but we're going to turn on the auto pick here. And let those kind of computers go on. But anyways, let me answer this question here. So we have AR and Russ as McQBs in a 12-team Superflex. I know it's bad. Okay. It's not great. That being said, if Anthony Richardson is awesome, you got some hope. You have the 101, 102, 111, 202. Try trading back, but no luck. If I can't, should I take Ward at 2 or stick to Hampton and Genty? I'm fine with Ward at 2. I would say how it's all playing out for me is Genty is the 101. And then I have kind of like Hampton and Ward in that next tier. I personally, unless I was, if this was my quarterback room in a Superflex league, because normally I'm always saying best player available. And to me, that's Omarion Hampton, right? Especially if he's a 1st-round pick. That being said, if my quarterback room is that, where it's like, I don't even know if I have a quarterback, to be honest. Like, Anthony Richardson could get benched. Russell Wilson could get benched. Like, I don't even know if I have a quarterback. Then I'm going to take Cam Ward pretty easily. I might even double tap, like, Cam Ward and then Jackson Dart. If Shador Sanders somehow falls to the 111, Maybe Jalen Milroe if he gets the draft capital with like the 111, 202. So yeah, I'm happy. I don't mind trading back. The problem is like you can only really I would only really trade back as far as the 103. And if I trade back further than the 103, I don't feel comfortable that I'm going to get Cam Ward. I don't know how other players in your league are kind of valuing him or anything. I haven't not seen who went or not, so I'm a little bit off right here. Let's go with Jalen Lane. No, Jalen Lane's not there. Who is available? Is Isaiah Bond available? No, I'm gonna let it auto pick. Sorry, guys. So yeah, that's kind of how I would approach it. I think I'm fine sticking and picking, and if I could swap 102 to 103, I would do it potentially, but I think I'm just comfortable taking Cam Ward at the 102 there. Yeah, Pete. Devin Neal was a 7th-round pick. Devin Neal was a 7th-round pick. Damian Martinez wasn't even drafted, which is kind of crazy because there's a lot of people who are talking about him as like they really, really like him. So, Mark, planning on advertising the 102 after the draft. The guy at the 104 really needs a quarterback, but I find him hard to make deal with. You know what you do, Mark? You say, you know what? I'm taking a quarterback. You whether you're bluffing or not, it's up to you, right? Whether you're bluffing or not, it's up to you. I don't even know who this last tight end is here. Maliki Matavoa. Okay. You say, hey, I'm going to take a quarterback on 102, right? Just tell him that, and if he doesn't want to do it, then either you take the quarterback or you show him that you were bluffing. But you can always I sometimes I do that, kind of play hardball with people and just say I'm going to play I'm going to play hardball with you and I'm going to take a quarterback and then we can talk, right? And if he doesn't believe you, maybe take the quarterback and then go to him after, especially if it's a slow draft, and be like, look, I took the quarterback. If you still want to make this trade, draft Tyler Warren at the 104 and we can talk. Give me something on top of it or whatever. Anyways, sorry, I was just reading a message. He offered me his 304 for Justin Fields. Yeah, that's egregious. That is egregious. That is not good. Justin Fields, I have in my personal rankings. I would not, if I had Justin Fields, I would want late 1st-round pick in this year's draft. I think the only I would go about as low as the 109 for Justin Fields. That's how good I think he's going to be this year. I have him actually in the tier of 107, 108. And what I mean by that is I don't know if I'd necessarily pay for him for that or pay that for him, but I would, if I have him, I would want that for him in a trade. If someone offered me that, I would be okay. I'd probably take it a step down to the 109, but I'm not going much further than that. Justin Fields is going to be a top 10 quarterback, probably top 7, maybe top 5 if he plays all year. And I think he is going to play all year. I think that team's going to be competitive. Justin Fields is not going to be the issue on that team. Now, what's his long-term future? I don't know. But at least for year 1, he's going to be very, very good. And that should be worth, a late first. It should be. No worries, Pete. I think I said 3 and then I just let it go to 4 and stuff like that. But all good. No worries here. Let me know if you guys have any other questions. I'll probably stay live for just 5-10 more minutes. Appreciate everyone that kind of stopped in, but drop any other questions that you have. Once again, our schedule for this week, we're going to go live Saturday morning at 11 Eastern, I believe. 11 Eastern. We're going to go live Sunday evening at about 7 Eastern time, and then draft week we're going to be live a lot. Obviously, that's in 2 weeks, but during the draft week, we're going to go live after round 1. I am busy, unfortunately, for day 2 and day 3. And so I won't be living until Sunday evening going over the entire draft. But Dominic says, give the 209, get Ramondre and the 309. Let's see here. I would probably prefer. You know what's funny is like I kind of have like Ramondre right in that 209 range. So I'm okay with it. My only issue is my only issue with this is, man, Ramondre could easily get replaced in this draft. Like that's the issue. Is like you can do it now, right? Like, and maybe get a bargain for Ramondre because I think if Ramondre is the starting running back, then you're trading a 209 and you're getting the 309 back and you're getting a starting running back. Like you got a huge bargain. Who ended the 209 in this draft? 209 was DJ Giddens, Bashal Tootin, Mason Taylor. Man, Dominic, I think I'm okay with that if you're willing to risk and know the risks of going into it. Like, hey, they could easily draft someone. They're not going to draft a running back, man, unless they take Genty, which I guess they technically could if they really wanted to at the 104. But I'd be surprised if they took Ashton Genty. So they're not going to get anyone until round 2 at the earliest. So I'm okay with it, but just know that this is a risk. Know that it's a risk. So as of right now, I think I would actually maybe slightly keep the 209 side. But if you feel okay risking it and want to get Ramondre in the 309, I don't hate it. I really don't hate it because, I still think Ramondre is going to be involved next year, even if they do draft someone, unless it is someone like Ashton Genty. And then you get the 309, which is terrible. One is Up Out of Rhythm Sports is here. Go check out his page. They put out really good content. They know college football. They do college fantasy, and they know college football better than a lot of people out there. So they're the place to go to for the rookies. And he's going to do a live stream during the draft. So check that out. That would be fun. I wish I could do that. I tried that last year, and then I realized, like, man, I kind of just want to watch the draft and then go live afterwards. So not going to do it this year. Terry says, do you find it interesting that Devin Neal's younger than Omarion Hampton? Yeah, I actually do. I wouldn't think that. I think Devin Neal. So Devin he'll be 22 when the season starts. Devin Neal, and Omarion Hampton just turned 22. So they're about 5 years, 5 months apart or so. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. And the reason why is as someone who does watch and follow college football, Devin Neal's been doing it for 4 years at Kansas, right? Like he was productive from year 1 as a freshman. He had 764 total yards and 9 touchdowns. So like we've literally been hearing about his name. So it's just one of those weird things, right? Whereas like Omarion Hampton, he's been good for the last 2 years, but he didn't do a whole lot his rookie year. I think someone else was there. Maybe not, actually. I'm trying to think of running backs that came out of North Carolina lately, but I know Javante and stuff, but that was a little bit before Omarion. So yeah, I am a little bit surprised there, Terry. I am definitely lower on Devin Neal than consensus. Out of rhythm. He can chime in here about Devin Neal. I don't know. I just feel a little bit lower on him than consensus. Not that I don't like him, and definitely his draft capital can easily change that to me. But I am just a little bit lower on Devin Neal than most. Like I like other guys like Dylan Sampson, DJ Giddens more than him. Cam Scadaboo I like more than Devin Neal. And then I'd probably have him like kind of next up in line, Devin Neal. So it's not like I'm completely out on him, but I am a little bit lower than consensus. Neal and Martinez going that late is crazy. I think 5th round at latest. Yeah, I thought that was crazy too. Well, Martinez didn't even get drafted, right? In this mock draft that we did. Oh, you talking about in the rookie draft? In the rookie draft. The reason being in the rookie draft that we just did. So let me bring this back up. So Devin Neal went at the 301. Oh no, you are talking about the NFL draft because you said 5th round. Never mind. Yeah, I think it's kind of crazy that Devin Neal was a 7th round pick and Martinez wasn't even drafted. I think that's kind of wild, to be honest. Like you were talking about Damian Martinez in like the same tier as guys like Giddens and Cam Scadaboo and guys like that. So I do think there's something to the fact that there's a lot of running backs in this draft, and that could push people to potentially wait on them and potentially, just say, I can find a running back in round 3 or 4, right? I can find someone in day 3. Why use my 2nd round pick? I'll use this on an edge rusher or something. And just like Out of Rhythm says, there's too many running backs he likes in this draft, and I get it, I do, and teams could be thinking the exact same thing, right? They could be thinking the exact same thing. So, yeah, there's a lot of running backs that I love. In particular, I've been a huge Dylan Sampson guy since like January when I first scouted him. Like actually scouted him, I watched him at Tennessee, but I've been a huge Dylan Sampson fan. I've been I've been a little bit higher on him. DJ Giddens, every time I watch that guy, I just like fall more and more in love with DJ Giddens. I really do. Like I think he's so good. I think he's so good. I think he's so underrated. Like I love the way he runs. He ran a lot faster than I thought. I did not think he was going to run, what was it, a 4.43, 4.44. I thought he was going to be in like the 4.5s, to be honest. I just love the patience he runs with. And I think that's maybe why, like when you watch him play, he's running patiently, kind of like that Le'Veon Bell-esque type of running. Not quite that level maybe, but just like that patience. So maybe that kind of comes into play when you're thinking about his speed and stuff. So I'm a big DJ Giddens guy. Jaden Blue, I really find intriguing out of Texas just because I think he has a role on a team. And when you start getting into late round 3, round 4 of your dynasty rookie drafts, I start to look for guys where I say, okay, do I think they have a role on a team? And then at the very least, they're going to be this. And if they're just really good, they're going to be this, right? I kind of think of Bucky Irving. Now, we liked Bucky Irving on this channel. I think he was in our top 5, top 3 or 4, maybe last year. When we scouted him back in like February but I kind of approached him as like, okay, I think he's going to have a role for a team. Like he's going to be a pass catcher or something like that. Right. And then if he's just better, he's going to have an expanded role. And I think that's kind of what happened with Bucky. Like, I don't know if the Buccaneers knew what they had with Bucky Irving and he was going to be that good, or else they would have taken him 3rd round, right? 4th round or higher. So they took him 5th round. So Jaden Blue's interesting to me because I think he has a pass catching role, and maybe he's just better. Maybe he's just like he has more to him than that. And I think one of the hardest things is just getting on the field, right? So if you have that role and you're making plays, and like the team's going to be like, hey, we need to give this guy more carries and things like that. So I'm a big Jaden Blue fan. Brashard Smith is interesting to me. Marcus Yarns, if we're going all the way to Delaware, is very interesting to me. And then Taj Brooks. Taj Brooks, I find intriguing. I went back and kind of watched him, and obviously he's a bigger dude, but he's kind of intriguing to me. I think a team's gonna kind of like him and use him in a role. Mark says he liked Neal's vision. When he sees a hole, he hits it. He's kind of the one cut and go guy, but that one cut is sudden. Yeah. I mean, you do watch him, and you kind of get that feeling of like, the old expression of like you can't tackle him in a phone booth type of player. So I don't know what it is like, and I'm not a professional scout, and I've been wrong about a lot, and I'm going to be wrong about a lot of things. But I just have, when I watch players and it's hard. It's hard scouting, or else, of course it's not easy because like the NFL shows you it's not easy. The NFL scouts, hundreds of them miss every year. But like there's just something when I watch him, I'm just like, okay, yeah, like I think he's a good player. I just don't know if he's gonna be a full on workhorse running back and things like that. So it's gonna be a lot of undrafted running backs I'll take a risk on. Lakeem Talon, Taj Brooks, maybe Trey Stewart. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Rocket Sanders. Our boy Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. I really like him. I know you brought him up in one of our shows, out of rhythm, and he is super intriguing to me because of just his situation. Like playing at Alabama State for 3-4 seasons, went to New Mexico, put up good numbers, was going to play at Arizona, had the eligibility issues and all of that. He literally played in one game last year for Arizona. He got basically couldn't play the rest of the year, eligibility stuff, and played at the East West Shrine game and was the offensive MVP. So intriguing, very intriguing to me, him, and I'm curious to see. He's a little bit older, so he's going to fall. He's definitely going to fall. Like Ray Davis last year, as someone I liked, but I knew he's going to fall because he's older. So, Marcus Carroll, Mizzou was great. Yeah, I haven't looked at it. I'm excited to see where some of these guys go, so I can really like, okay, oh, this guy went in the 5th round that I didn't expect. Let me go and scout him a little bit more. Like, there's only so much time in the day and things like that when it's not your full-time job to want to scout some of these guys. And so I kind of wait for the draft for some of these deeper players just to see if it's worth my time in that sense, if that's even, if that's not rude to say. Marvin, trade B-Rob for a 26-second. Yeah, absolutely, Marvin. Do that, please. I have Brian Robinson this year in the late second this year. So 209 and 212. I think he's going to get replaced with all this running back talent. I don't think he's very good. I think he's fine when he's serviceable. B-Rob and 2 later, 26 seconds for the 108. Fair. I would absolutely take the 108 there. The only way this is fair, I think, is if it's a pretty deep league. So if it's a deep league, then I think it's fair. If it's a shallower league, then I think it's pretty easily the 108. So kind of depends on that league format a little bit. Marvin, I think it depends on that league format just a little bit. We did a deep diving into Merritt. The video will be coming out soon. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I am excited for that, but I do need to take off. Appreciate everyone watching. We'll be back again Saturday morning. Saturday morning, we'll be back. Saturday, I guess it would be Saturday 10, 12 Eastern time, I believe. 11 or 12 Eastern, one of those. So we'll be back. Appreciate everyone. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. 14 team, okay. That makes it a little bit more fair, Marvin. Makes it a little bit more fair. I'd still lean the 108, but a 14 team, what are you starting? Start 9, 10. If you're doing a 14 team start 10, then I could definitely see B-Rob and that kind of being a more of an even trade. So, but anyways, appreciate everyone, and we will see you all Saturday morning.